Hello, 99. Welcome back. So today, it, if you're struggling in your trading, you're not the only one. Everybody is. It's been absolute wild. Look at where we've been for for this long a time here. 8 months of nothing. And you wonder why you're getting upset. It's because price is not willing to run out of this range yet. And this is what's bugging you out. If you were a part of this and you were a 99 or not, and you were a part of this, it was so easy to be a breakout trader for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. All you had to do was long a flag and you were a genius for a bit. And it felt like this all over again, where it was just savage run up. Okay, like you got to really dial back what you're doing, especially if you're just learning. And I'm going to tell you things that you don't want to hear, and they absolutely need to be said to you. Breakout trading isn't trading. That's not an anything. It's not a strategy. It's just a sure good way, as you've already proven to yourself, to lose a lot of money really quickly. There's absolutely no need to be emotionally look at the people who are running this joint. They're expecting you to put your money in here. The exchanges are expecting you to lose your money. 90% of traders are losing. They stink at trading. And 90% of traders are losing their money. Brokers, exchanges, doesn't matter what market you're in. The people that you're taking shares from to engage with the market are on the other side of your trade, or I am, or Sam is, or anybody else that's just got a little bit of an edge over than you do. You don't need to be smart. People call themselves retarded and I'm stupid and I'm never going to get this. You're not stupid. You're not retarded. You just lack self control. That's the main issue. That's everybody's issue. You want this so bad that you can taste it, but it just becomes a mirage to you because it's like quicksand. The more you fight, the faster you sink. When you're willing to let go, you have a better chance of survival. You have a better chance of somebody walking up to you, extending their hand out, and pulling you out of the quicksand. And that is my desire here today. Whatever funk you're in, it's completely self inflicted. You cannot be trading live money before you're ready. And if you told yourself you needed live funds for the real experience, you lied to yourself. You just thought that up, made that your reality, and now you're going to die on that hill. No, 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 no. The first step is for you to figure out what you want to engage with. There are hundreds of trading styles and models for you personally to gravitate towards one of them in these charts. You only need one. I made one trade last week, made it my entire November's quota, and 100% win rate last week with one trade. Less is more, slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. If you're going to be emotionally charged, you're going to keep giving us your money. Everybody on the other side of your trade. You've already proven that to yourself. So at this point, now in your trading career, right now where you are, break even, losing, maybe slightly profitable, you're mainly here because you're upset and you're looking for a way out. You're looking for the holy grail. It's not the model. It's not the account size. It's you. That's the holy grail. It's you. So when you convinced yourself that you needed live funds for the real experience, it's time to do a recap. How's that working out for you so far? It probably doesn't feel very good. You probably feel a little bit embarrassed and a little bit ashamed, and that's normal. But you can turn this around right now. Oh, I wish I knew you 2 years ago. You know me right now. You're listening to the words live right now. Wildberries, I am not AI. I am a human. Move forward from here with a 2 year goal that you're going to be a profitable trader. Envision it, live it. And that doesn't just mean risk management, compound gains, and sexy models. That means you living free, you being out of the charts, you not trading Saturdays. Every single Saturday, I'm poking fun at you guys that are just desperate to capture anything that the market will do. You're taking Sam's signals, you're taking my signal, or you're taking our charts as signals, and our trades are playing out, but you're still screwing them up, and you're wondering, what am I doing wrong? Everybody else is making money, and you've convinced yourself you're doing the same thing. You're not. You're not paying yourself when we pay ourselves. You're not moving your stop loss up. You're just letting the trade go, even though we've collapsed the trade in profit or not. And you've just let the trade go because I don't know. You're not going to be profitable copy trading us. The way that you enter and exit trades is going to be completely unique to each and every one of you. I can't drill this into you enough. If you are trading momentum breakouts, you're not a trader. That's not an anything. Look, it doesn't work. You've already proven to yourself it does not work. You are losing your money constantly. How do I know? Because everybody's doing it. Everybody. The people that I used to work with, people that I teach. Like over the teaching here over the year has given me so much insight on the obvious things that everybody's doing. It's the same thing. It's the lack of self-control, trading before you're ready, desperate. You've got a concoction of just disaster that you're drinking your own Kool-Aid. I'm here to tell you to stop trading live money. If you can't do that, then you are going to have to pack it in. You're never going to get this. And that's the sad truth. If you don't practice something here, and I'm going to give it to you, Sam gives it to you every single day, but you got to practice because here's the kicker. If you have monetary attachment to your practice trades, you're not learning. You're worried about your P&L. You're not examining the indicators. You're not studying the things that I'm showing you that repeat because you're too worried about how much money you're going to make or lose. You always hear the good traders say you have to be detached from the outcome, and you have no relationship for that whatsoever. You're way too worried about making money right now. And unfortunately, you've now kind of, duped yourself and you feel really awful. And it feels awful because you were just like, I'm going to get this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put this much amount in my account. I'm going to be really this. I'm going to do really that. And then you fall off again. That's going to be normal. Even look at, even if you're practicing a model before you go to live money, you're still going to be screwing it up. But you're going to have a lot more experience to be able to deal with all those downfalls and pitfalls in your first live account after have practiced for a while. And this happens to almost everybody. You're going to go into a demo You're going to take the model serious. You're going to take time serious. And you're going to trade, and your demo accounts are going to be up, and you're going to be like, wow, why didn't I do this before? Just like all the other students who swallow their pride and go back into a demo setting or never was in one to begin with, but went to one. Okay. All of them. Then you're going to go back to live funds and you're going to be like, why is my demo trades working out and why is my live funds not working out? Well, when you were calm as a Hindu cow, chilling out in your demo account, you were actually sitting there patient waiting for the model. But now you have a distinct relationship between the two. Okay. And you can contrast demo trading from live trading. And you're like, why? And then it's because you got excited. As soon as you start to feel excitement, the logical part of your brain shuts down. These are the fine tunings of you and the chemicals that are released into your brain that you're not considering. Why are you sitting there sweating and angry and probably smelly? Because these trades just aren't working out. Because you're not playing a model. You're chasing price. You think buying and selling pressure is a thing. And I mean, in altcoins, yeah, it's a pretty dang big thing, but not in Bitcoin. This thing's here to rob you. I got a newsflash for you guys. This asset is here to rob you. That's what it's designed to do. In the charts, it's designed to rob you. And you are allowing it to take your money. If you've been a part of the 99 for any amount of time and seen the sorcery and the confidence that just seeps from my spirits when I'm convicted in my trades, there's a reason. I got some good news for you. The markets are rigged. And it's normal when you're emotionally trading for you to feel like they're coming after you specifically. I felt it too. I was sitting outside with my mom and I'm like, look, boom, enter a trade, boom, comes against me. I'm like, what is going on? I was losing it. I had a model, I had a plan, but I was an impulsive snapcase and hot headed. And that was just absolutely detrimental to my trading. So I thought that too. I literally, even in my leverage mastery, I tell everybody, I literally thought there were demons in my IP address. They were looking at me. I couldn't tell if everybody else was seeing the same price action as me. I was going crazy until somebody told me what I'm telling you. The candlesticks are designed to induce emotions and then railroad them. And if that hasn't become obvious to you by now, give it a couple more weeks now that I told you. You're going to see all the mistakes you were making after today. And it's my hopes and desires for you to practice these things that I'm going to show you. You can turn on any indicators. You can use any trading style. It's all going to be high probability to the highest degree it possibly could be. Now, I took this trade today with you guys here. I turtle soup this morning. I bought these stop losses. It's broke structure. It left equal highs. It traded down to a 786 and it ripped up. This stuff repeats. But first, you need a good foundation of why you're looking for a trade, when you're looking for a trade, the most important part. When this dropped down here and I, was telling you, showing you guys it hit the 786, you pulled from the bodies there, and I showed you that little 1 minute money printer and it came up and it rose up here. Okay. Why didn't I take that trade? Well, it was Saturday and that's my hard and fast full stop rule. No Saturdays, period. I do not trade Saturdays. Okay. It's not even, ugh. But that was a good practice trade. But why did I take this trade? Well, it was Sunday. And at the time, I wanted to see a draw on liquidity, meaning a stop hunt, and you hear about this term all the time. What is a stop hunt? A stop hunt is where the market trades down and raids a pool of liquidity. That's it. Don't overthink it. It's not that complicated. But while everybody's looking for selling pressure to continue, they're missing the boat. They see these equal highs here. Remember my trust me bro resistance right here? They see these equal highs. They feel comfortable chasing this price action because it's punking them. It's telling them what to do. It's telling you what to do. It's tricking you. You are emotionally chasing this short. And I begged you all not to. In fact, every Saturday, I'm begging you all at exhaustion, stop trading. And I'm going to show you why. It's going to all come together and make sense. This draw on liquidity here, that's the fake move. We call that the Judas swing. Okay. And Sam, this is why I don't have the RSI on my chart, because Sam told me that divergence is the market maker stop hunting. Well, holy shnikey, get that off my chart. Once a pool of liquidity has been rated, price is typically going to want to do what? Reverse. Now, why? What's the logic here for this? Just like I told you 5 minutes ago, the markets are here to rob you. They're rigged. So knowing this, you can counter trade yourself. Every time you feel like chasing short, press long. And you will see your win rate turn around so hard, you will be like, what on earth just happened? Every single student that I mentioned to buy your own stop loss is blowing away. All of a sudden, their trades are immediately in their favor. And they don't have to question it. And they just sit there wondering when to take profit. If you're in a short, you have to buy it back to cover. So people who thought that this was a bear flag, and then people who thought that this was a reversal or whatever, they're both wrong. Trippy, right? So this is where you have the main issue here. Trading when you're not supposed to. Oh, master friend, you can't say that. Yeah, I can. You're not supposed to be trading on Saturdays. That doesn't mean you can't, but you shouldn't be. You lack the self-control to take a loss and not revenge trade. You lack the self-control to not chase price. So why have you convinced yourself that you are good enough to trade a Saturday? You haven't studied enough Saturdays to know how they move. They don't follow the traditional movement of the weekdays. They're different. They're seek and destroy. And it does this on purpose. And I'm going to show you. So Saturday, I use midnight as my start. I mean, we could just stick with the 8 p.m. candle here, if that helps you, but it's not much of a price difference. But anyway, so that's the start of the candle. This is the start of Saturday. So what are we looking for based on the logic that I just told you about liquidity? The price is just here to rob people, right? So we mark off the double bottom. Now, did that reverse price? Yes, it did. But what's the problem? People don't pay themselves. They're too greedy. They have no idea what they're doing. So they'll just leave themselves exposed. They won't move their stop up. And if it comes against them, they'll likely want to move it to another low here. Yeah, price just magically stopped there just because, right? Totally random, by the way. So price comes down here and digs into this pool of liquidity. In the 1 minute, there was a little cup and handle, but it wasn't time. Okay, we studied that, got rated. Now that we've taken another pool of liquidity to the left, Look at this snapshot we get out of there. This is everything for my money printer model right here. I know Sam called this short and he's seen it going and he knows how to read price. Okay, he's been doing this for 15, 17 years. He knows what he's doing. He can trade this because he knows what he's doing. He knows it's the beginning of the month. If we're bullish, we're likely going to dump first. So it was just obvious to him. This is the point where you're feeling anxiety in this box right here, where it's not where it's not running, it's just ranging. And you feel like you have to catch it. I'm going to teach you how to turn the lifer vision into a supercharged high probability system. And it's all going to start with a draw on liquidity. If it's not obvious to you, it's very important that you do nothing. So Saturday, we're doing nothing until the draw on liquidity here. This is the new daily candle. Okay, this is 8 p.m. here. So this was one Saturday trading day of nothing. Sunday opens, draws, trades down, draws one more. There's your divvy. Okay, that's everything. When this starts moving and you're upset that you've missed this, you're missing the boat because it's likely going to want to reverse on everybody else chasing. So what are you looking for? You're looking for your model. Inverted head and shoulders, cup and handle, ascending triangle, double bottom. Whatever that reversal model is for you, couple that with divergence and it's supercharged. And you can have yourself the most stress-free, to the point, you're immediately in profit or the trade's no good. Like that's the best part about catching knives. The trade's good or it isn't. So if you're getting stopped out, it's going to be quick and you're just going, okay, you ain't ready to do my thing yet. This takes practice, this takes time and patience, and you're not going to get it right away. But eventually you're going to get it right away. So while I'm in this spot of liquidity and I'm watching all these suckers get robbed right here, okay, that's that swing low over there with the pool of liquidity from cheeky buggers moving their stops down. Wham. Look at this. This here that shot up out of this liquidity pool, that's everything. It's on. That's a shift in structure now. You've just, some people call it a change of character. You had a downtrend up until this snappy shot through that swing high right there. Then what are you looking for? A discount. Bam. Discount retracement. Retest of that liquidity pool line, and it's gone. Comes back down for the 786 here because this little model is now bleeding out into the higher time frames. Bam. Where did price go? Right back up to run out all of the chasers who chased this short. This right here repeats over and over and over again in every asset class, in every time frame. When you see this puppy, you can trust it. If it stops you out, you sit and do nothing until the next opportunity presents itself. Sam's 200 SMA was right here. Oh, no, it was right here. And once that 15-minute, or I think it's 5 or 15-minute crossed over, that's when she started freaking. So my model, in concert with Sam's 200 SMA play, and I can see it without it being on the chart here. It was here. Yeah. Right there. Okay. Our model together screams high probability. The thing is why you're screwing our trades up is because you don't have the experience to trust them yet. That's the it. That's the only thing. If you start right now banking experience points by practicing these things that we teach you in a demo setting, you will be light years beyond where you could be in a year from now if you did not go to a demo setting. That I can promise you. I'm not promising you profitability. I'm telling you that you will have trust in something that repeats, whether you're still mucking it up or not. And what do I mean by that? I mean, it's really easy to just move your stop up too tight and suffocate the trade. And then it comes back and binks you, and you're like, ah. Earlier, when I was live with the Leverage Masters, I was even considering moving my stop up. And I said, let it go. And I went to the park with my son. My entry was down here. My with the spread, it was actually like up here, something lame, but because I play Forex, Bitcoin, not crypto Bitcoin when I'm trading. But anyway, had I suffocated the trade and moved my stop up to my entry, I would have been stopped out and then it would have went my direction. So don't suffocate your trade. Let it go and trust it, even if it binks you. So let's talk about trusting our trades. The only thing that Sam and I do different is, he reads the market live. So he doesn't tell himself he knows where price is going. He just lets the probability that's materializing at the time tell him where it's likely going to go next. Whereas I'm like, the market's probably going to go there. And based on the higher time frame trend, and if it's in agreement with my analysis, then I'll engage. That's the kind of trader I am. So like, we don't agree on just everything, but that's what makes us, the dynamic duo here. But look, for the majority, crypto is a commodity. There is a supply and demand factor. That's why you have pump and dump groups wrecking your trades and your altcoins, and easy rugs and all the rest of it. Okay. But Bitcoin's a little bit different. Okay. It's a $1 trillion asset. And the government's pretty much the biggest holder, right? Central banks, BlackRock, people who have all those stolen Bitcoins, and many more. Okay, so like this might be taboo, and you might be hearing this for the first time, but you can trust your setups. When you tell yourself these markets are random, it just totally cripples any trust you're ever going to have in yourself. They're rigged. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be able to do this on a daily basis at the same time every single day. I'm going to leave this for you to study, but this happens every day. Okay. You might not get a wide range to, um, you know, capitalize on, but it's there. I promise you it's there. It's either the top or the bottom of the day, or it's in a continuation mode, which is kind of an annoying one, but it's like, it would just look like, if this was the top of the day here, right? And then New York open, and this was like London. New York open, you're like, oh, well, where do I get in? Well, it would be this, and it would just be a continuation money printer. That's it. You're just selling short a premium instead of getting in on this here. If it was random, it wouldn't be this perfect. Okay. It just wouldn't be. And it wouldn't be this perfect all week, all day, and since the beginning of charts. So when you finally find a model in here for you, okay, you can trust it. I want you to look for your favorite model in the 5 minute time frame, no less. Have these delineations on your charts, okay? 7 to 11 a.m. And you can even move this to noon if, excuse me, if something's not obvious, but this is everything right here, okay? That movement out of the range. We're not chasing that. We're anticipating a reversal. And you can go find many examples of this. This is all the price does. Okay. So once you get that movement, I want you to see what's in there for you. I'm going to go to the 1 minute chart here because this is where it was on a Sunday. It was kind of elongated, and I just want to show you that it is there. And there's your discount. When it doesn't touch the 786, I get it, but it's still a discount retracement. When it doesn't touch the 786 and you're asking me, Master Friend, like, I just don't trade it. It's that simple. If it doesn't come for the 786 or dang close to, I just don't trade it. If I'm playing the money printer. Okay, but there it is. Now this one was Sunday, so it was a little bit elongated here, but uh, essentially that money printer here now bleeding out into the 5 minute time frame with divergence and the whole 9 yards. It's all there. Okay, so here is the lifer vision of this setup. And I was even showing my leverage masters today. Actually, this line was here like that. And I was showing them that it would likely want to do this. No joke. And they can all confirm. Anybody who was here today during the session can confirm. That's exactly what I was looking for. So this stop hunt ended up producing a complex inverted head and shoulders, an ascending triangle, a cup and handle, a bat pattern, Elliott wave, reversal WXY. It's all there. Everything is all there. Now, why? Because this is the problem that you're having. When you see price action dip below what you think is support, okay, now you're looking for a resistance, right? So although it did work out, you could have found a trade here. I'm not saying you couldn't. I'm saying we, as 99ers, we're looking for the reversal. Now, the problem with this is everybody's still looking for selling pressure. They're looking for a way to capitalize on some momentum or some continuation. So this is what they're doing, right? So there's kind of like their bear pennant. I guess at the time it would have been like this. So at the time it would have been like this. So there's their bear pennant. They got their cookie. Now, did they pay themselves? Probably not. So where's their stops? Right here, right there. And where did price go after? It rated them. So I want you to find in here something for you that you love in between the times that I tell you to look for setups. And if you like bull flags, there's one right there. So you like bull flags, you did an SR flip here. Okay, stop hunt right here. Look at this symmetrical triangle, right? Stop hunt because that's a bull pennant in to some people, but that's the stop hunt rating everybody stops. There's your 786. There's that shot up, the everything that you want. Then there's your bull flag right there. Wham. If you took this as the bull flag, where was your stop? I would just suggest that you pull here. And if you're playing a bull flag, pull your range, put your stop below here. Okay. That's my suggestion. You don't have to. Lots of times this thing just snaps up. But because it was Sunday, I was expecting it to be a button nose one more time. I know this seems like cherry picked in hindsight stuff. I promise you, you can do this too. It's really not that hard. You just have to pay attention to these things that Sam and I show you. That's it. And don't do it with live rounds. So you can get this. You're a stone's throw away from making a butt load of money and digging yourself out of whatever personalized hell that you are in. It's you're so close. A's, he knows he's like he can lick the window and taste it on the other side. He's so close, and he's been one of my struggles bubbles for a bit. And some people just get it right away, but some people they have outside influences. Sick family. Just there's lots of different like any sort of mental anguish you got will totally disable you from being a profitable trader. So if you're going through some stuff in your life, it's best to just sit back and study until you feel like you're ready for it. Even Sam, mad props when, he was having, he was doing his lives and stuff, but he wasn't trading as much. He was out of the charts. But anyway, self-control. That's the main topic of today is self-control. It's so cool to show you how to get into trades, okay? But the stuff that should really go viral was me getting stopped out of my trade last month here, okay? I want to make a correction. I thought I was in on this turtle soup short, long here for this trade. I wasn't. I was actually getting in on this candle here on the way back up into here. So I just wanted to make a correction. That was my trade here. My stop was below. I ended up moving it up when Sam said short because I was like, no way it's going to get me. So I just moved it up. I tried again here. So I got stopped out at entry somewhere around here, right? Right there. And then I took what I thought was the money printer in the 1 minute time frame and it snapped into me. And then it ripped in my face all month while I sat there and I did nothing. I literally was in the cage with the FOMO demon all month and kicking the snot out of him. So, you know, that's the type of stuff that should really go viral. How to lose trades properly. Can you all not agree that the main issue you have is self-control and you can't accept a loss? Is that not the standard thing that's wrong? This is the type of stuff that should be viral. That was such an amazing skill set not to get back in and chase that long without a proper dip for me. And I share this with you because it was in real time I shared it with you. And you might just be joining now in the 99, but anyone can confirm that's exactly what went down. I shared it with you. I shared my losses, teaching you guys how not to chase price, wait for the next obvious setup. This one was kind of, but it wasn't digging. You know, I wanted, oops, I hate when that happens. I wanted that discount here. You know what I mean? If that came here, oh yeah, buddy. But it didn't. It just hit equilibrium, a slight discount of this range here, and I never got it. So I just let it go. And I ended up taking a monthly close short here. My little revenge trade that I waited so patiently for and didn't chase price. I anticipated the reversal top of the month, and I didn't get the absolute top, but I sold short these buy stops right there. I was in Sam, me and Sam were DMing, and I'm like, he's like, my targets are here. I'm like, my short entry's there. Wham. It's awesome. But yes, self-control. Okay. This is the ticket. It's the holy grail to trading. And if you've got a very humble account, I don't know what to tell you. If you've got $1,000 account, like your risk is going to be very little. It's going to be $10. You're going to make like $30 trades until that account starts compounding growth, you know, and you don't need to trade a lot to make a lot of money. You can take the Sam's model and you can take the money printer model into higher time frames if you're a working class hero and use the 4 hour chart no less to find the money printer or a discount retracement. I know, I know, I know, I know. It's spooky to buy red. Okay. Very spooky. That's why you practice buying discounts underneath old lows where people's stops are and then selling boop, above old highs where people's stops are, maximizing a price swing. Okay. And then we're looking at our trend here. So here's our high. And I would pick that low there. Look at that. Bam. Snap up. Oh, stop hunt here. Bull flag right there. Huh. So if you didn't have the conviction to buy that, there's your bull flag after that stop hunt in the 4 hour. You're just like, how is this reviewer just in the 1 minute? And it looks the exact same. I know. I know it does. And it's supposed to because it is. It doesn't do anything else. All these candlesticks move the same. Open, high, low, close, or open, low, high, close. If you are bullish, right? So it's trippy, I know, but anyway. So you dip into this pool of liquidity. How do you know, master friend, that there's a pool of liquidity in here? It's just logical. Where are people's stops? Where was my stop? Right there, right at the 786. Bam. And you want to know why I got stopped out here? Because I had pulled from this sucker. No, excuse me. This sucker. It was in the daily time frame. It was these bodies I pulled from here. And I was so convicted on that that I put my stop just here, thinking, I'll allow it to turtle soup. And it just binked me and went. But anyway, it ended up being this one. Lame. Anyway, it just happens. Okay. But 4 hour chart, no less for you swing traders. Okay. You're buying swing lows. And I go over that in the free mentorship playlist where this will be posted. You can buy that swing low, your bull flag, and take it to a premium market. So last time I gave you guys some homework to go into that one day, that really nice price moving day. Where was it? I think it was this. No. I think it was a Friday. And go and find something that you really loved. I think it was this one here. Go and find your modeling here. Okay, after we started to freak out, the lifer system is just, you can see it without any indicators on your charts. And if you can't, you will eventually. Nice big giant bull flag after that stop hunt. I want you to take your attention into right here. Okay. We've got an obvious accumulation range. Now, if you think that this is accumulating buying and selling pressure, I got news for you. It's accumulating people who think it's buying and selling pressure, but it's actually yo stop loss. So you've got an accumulation range with sell side liquidity here. So if you're long, you have to sell your position to close. Your stop loss is sell side liquidity. If you're short, your stop loss is buy side liquidity because you have to buy it back to cover. Bam. First one, then the other. Now, what is in here, right here, after that stop hunt? Do you see it? I know you do. You're smarter than the average bear. Bam. Money printer. After stop hunt. Cup handle. Ascending triangle. Inverted complex head and shoulders. Bat. Bat pattern. I actually don't know what Elliott wave that would be, if any, but still very gorgeous, isn't it? Where did that stop hunt to? Anywhere random? Master friend, how did you know to pull your fibs from there? I know it's cherry site. It's cherry picked. Okay, this one's totally cherry picked, but I'm going to give you the clue. When you have such bull flag, where are people's stops? Under the swings, you guys. This is where all the cheeky traders put their swings. Well, how did you know to pick that one instead of pulling weight from one of those? I'm going to tell you, it's going to blow over your head and you have to practice it, okay? Swing low. That gives you your probability prices reversing. So let's say, for example, you were going to pull from this one first, right? And you hit that and it dug a little bit deep, but it's seen that snap and you're like, oh, okay, well, now I'm going to pull from here. Did you miss out on anything because this snapped up? No, this showed you a willingness to want to go higher. It's not going down anymore. Whoever thinks this is selling pressure is going to get railroaded. Okay, so now we pull our fibs from here. Did it touch the 76? You're like, yes, and it made a swing low, and it did a shift in structure. Now it's coming down for a discount. Did it hit that 786? No. Shift structure here, 786 there. 1 minute, money printer, and she just freaking sailed, man. She gone. So I wanted you guys to study in here with your indicators and whatever you're doing with the logic that I show you that price just runs out liquidity and reverses on you breakout artists. Please, I beg you, stop trading breakouts. I'll teach you how, because there's an actual way. It's not really breakout trading, but just the way that I play the open, low, high close of a candle. It's actually quite simple. So someday I will. Now, the other part, contentment. This is for you lady traders. Okay. I already dealt with the dudes in here. This is for you lady traders. It seems to be a constant, the similarity between the lady traders is that, and this isn't a low blow. Okay. It's not a shot in the gut. It's just a thing inherited by our biology. Being content with enough just seems to be the worst setback, the most common setback for the ladies, where men are just ready to take heads off and revenge trade. And you took my money, you wronged me. And then we're going, Tom? Oh, yeah. Okay. Um, and the men just want to take heads off and come back, revenge trade. The ladies, as soon as you win a trade, you're like, how do I go back and get more? And then you end up giving it back. I know the dudes do this too, but lady traders aren't as revenge trading. When you lose a trade, you're the risk managers in life inherently. So if you lose a trade, like, oh, okay, that's enough of that. But it's like once you win a bunch of money or make, I should say, it's not winning, you're making. Once you make that, you just have this tendency to want to give it back. So contentment is going to be the other topic of today. So self-control, the ability to walk away, win or lose. So self-control to wait for the model. I guess it all just comes down to self-control. You need to have yourself some rules. Now, I did create you guys a trading plan. It's public and you can use it or you can copy it and, make a couple of adjustments. The ladies are way better traders than dudes, man, for sure. Absolutely. Um, for that, we're the risk takers, they're the risk managers. That's why. But trading plan. Because you're all here, you're all going to get the same fair warning. Do not trade the news of the election. Let everybody else get wrecked. Okay. It's going to do the exact same thing I just taught you here. Okay. You're going to watch this stuff unfold in front of your very eyes. It's going to run to a pool of liquidity. It's going to make a cup and handle, and then it's going to blast the other way. Guaranteed. That's how the market works. And as soon as that election starts popping off, watch price run to that pool of liquidity. So you can take your Saturday accumulation range and apply that to every day. Only you can count on it being on a Saturday, okay? You're waiting for price to move first. You're not worried about where it's going. And as a matter of fact, you don't care if it's going up or down first. You're just waiting for that original move. That original move is 90% the false move. People are always like, false move Monday. Every day is false move Monday. So the lifer vision you're going to find has the highest probability after price has moved in a direction, starting typically at 7 a.m. Then it's going to railroad everybody who chased it. And within that reversal, there's going to be something in there for you to study, something that you're going to gravitate towards, something that you're going to trust and put risk behind. Win or lose, you can be up over time. You don't have to be a genius. You just have to be very controlled of what you are doing, right, Crypto Corey? I will upload the trading plan to the 99. I'm sure Love Learning has already done it. She's just crazy cool like that. And I gotta go out and grab some steaks for supper. So I would love to go through all these wonderful comments. I'm just gonna zip through them. J Soul, man, much love, buddy. J Soul and A's, you guys are just, and Stan, you guys are just my hardcore warriors here. My paper gun is 96 mil, started using real money and got so and not so good emotions. See, you know what I'm saying, right? Can I ask if this is a trading call and what's the agenda? No, I'm not calling nothing. I'm waiting for the elections. I want to see a trade down, then really, really up. Yeah, and I already went through a lot of the psychology, a lot of the self-control. I wanted to show you and give you a little bit of more of a little encouragement and a kick in the keister to dial back trading. You don't trade every day, okay? You don't trade Saturdays. You don't trade non-farm Thursdays. You trade on high probability trading days. What are those, master friend? I tell you all the time, but you don't listen. And I go through them live with you. I don't just say, oh, yeah, see, that happened after. No, I'm telling you what's going to happen before it does. That's how you know it works. That's how you know you shouldn't be trading. Is there a banking holiday? Yes, don't trade. How hard is that? It's not. Is it the first week of the month? Yep. Don't trade that Thursday. How hard is that? Being free, enjoying your trades. All these news releases that affect the market. That's why Sam and I post the um, Forex Factory calendar. So you guys can get the roadmap of what you're looking for. Oh, yeah, not letting my trades play to completion. Yeah. Well, practice paying yourself partially and just letting it go and going out. Beginning of the month, too. The candles are just there to create emotional reactions and then railroad them. That's exactly what they do. They don't do anything else, man. I hope that becomes obvious with your new eyeballs. And then you can tell when your patterns are going to be high probability because you just robbed a bunch of people first. Hmm. Struggles, bubbles. Hmm. How did you develop that self-control, friend? Well, oh man, I just, you want to know the truth, man? It was enough. I snapped out on myself. I lost control of myself by myself. I was, thank God, I would have been locked up for sure if there was people around. They would have put me in a straitjacket. I you want, and I don't want to swear, but I got sick of my own BS. That's simply playing out how it happened. And ever since then, it was you're either like there was nothing else. There was nothing else but discipline. And of course, I've had little blips and stuff, but man, they're far and few in between. So it's all a matter of your willpower to how bad you want it. And that's why I brought you here today to tell you things that people are not telling you. You should not be trading. Sammy can't really tell you that. I shouldn't. It's not financial advice. We're educators, but that's exactly it. You should be here getting educated. I'm still on probation, he says. Yeah. Lady traders exist. So, yeah, buddy. Yeah, Crypto Corey, we're going to get you set up. Yeah, you're very welcome. So, I'm going to help you guys from here on frame low probability trading conditions for intraday day trading so that you guys can understand when not to trade. And now that this new light has been shown in your lives, I expect you to practice some self-control from here and enjoy your lives, be with your families on Saturdays. Okay, you're not missing out on anything. We're just waiting for that move. The original move. Why was it so easy to call long in here and be so confident? Because it actually moved. It made divergence. It did the money printer. So it did the thing, right? But we need that original move first. So I'm going to help you guys. And if you, another thing, real quickly, when you see chop and you can identify that you are in chop, that's when you walk away. You don't care about the original move. You don't care about which way it's going to go because we're going to reverse on the people who do care. All right. And it's just, I've just saved you guys 90% of your losses, 80 for sure. Okay. Love you too, guys. God bless you. And thank you for joining. And we'll see you on the live stream for Sam's show. Yeah, you're very welcome. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.